Let's get it. Turn up. Turn up. Let's get it. Hell yeah, I got that back. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hell yeah, I got that back. It's one thing I don't play about, and that's my cash. Let's get it. Everybody know double O, I got that back. Pocket stay filled with racks, that's why my pants stack. Fendi, Gucci, Prada, hell yeah, I got that swag. It's one thing I don't play about, and that's my cash. Everybody know double O, I got that back. My pocket stay filled with racks, that's why my pants stack. Fendi, Gucci, Prada, hell yeah, I got that swag. It's one thing I don't play about, and that's my cash. Everybody know double O, I got that bag. Fucking with my bag, then my shooters on your ass. I will never cover that, cause them bitches strags. Middle fingers to you haters, how you niggas mad. I be for my cash, I get lots of dough. I be riding in the forest, I fuck lots of hoes. True religion, this, Finny that, that's my clothes. And you know my niggas, they be strapped just like your bows. I'ma hit her where I'm from, yeah, I got lots of rank. If worse come to worse, I might rob a
Kalalalia Obashem Ashai, the Branas, the apostles of James Greatness Stone, and shalom to all the brothers in this world, pushing in sincerity, right? Basically, this is Ashar from James, Jamaica, and they are with the brother Kazak, right? And basically, we just want to do a little breakdown on Black's Life Matter, right? Get the first preset, brother. Oh, so look, the video was about Israel, right? Israel shooting each other, right? Maybe over drugs trade or some shit like that, gang warfare, right? Get the first preset, brother.
Alright, this Isaiah 10:4 says, Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still.
Right, so basically that just shows say, yo, if we're ever going to be oppressed by our enemies, right? But it say also say, yo, Bashem Yahushua and turn away from us, right? Because really and truly, this Black Lives Matter is really fake. It's a fable designed by the white man to get this new world order out, right?
Yeah, we stir up abuse all apartheid agenda, yeah? Right, because he want to stir up race war scene because all of them so-called police shooting where take place and them so-called riot, yeah? See, all of them stage, yeah? You see me? All of them stage, right? Because it don't make no sense. Why you go destroy your own community and under the name of a protest because somebody get killed, right? It don't make no sense, right? What you call it? Agent provocateurs, yeah. Seeing them kick things off first, right? And then the mob just join in, right? I just Esau cunning hunting strategy.
Right. Next preset.
Read this go down.
Yeah, continue.
It says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Right? Because all of this are because to turn from the Most High, right? We give in to fables, right? Black Lives Matter, Black Panther, all these black movement are just deception, right? Next
Reset.
brother.
Alright, so this Micah 2:4. Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, because it was given to the white man. Right, the power was given to the white man by who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's why we have to put the fear into Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because this is not such about the white man. Right, this is about going back to the heavenly Father. Right, because the white man have him judgment prepared already. Right, I just we return to the Most High, right, and stop with these silly movements about Black Lives Matter or Panda Black Panther,
Right, because really and truly them the Black Lives Matter get set up by the elite. See, the black consciousness and them get infiltrated, eh? See, be a traitors they among them, right? I be all none of them group here where them we say I come up for so-called save black people or whatever, liberate black people. None of them how far them reach, right? Them are come them they both for years now. Black Panther they both for years. Black consciousness they both for years, right? And black people in the region now they not accomplish nothing out of that all that time, right? So it's all vain, right?
Alright, so we are reading about the Black Lives Matter. Right, say it goes beyond the narrow nationalism that can be prevalent within black communities, which merely call on black people to love black people. Right? It's a live black, buy black, keeping straight cis black man in the front of the movement, while our sisters, queer and trans and disabled folks take up roles in the background or not at all. Right? What kind of movement is this? Right? Where you have trans in a nation. Israel don't support trans. Right? The Most High said we as a peculiar people. Right? And the transvestite and queers are abomination to our nation. Right? So when you fitting them and loving them and say yo because them black, we are support Black Life Movement, you're creating an abomination in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's nation. Right?
Breach in the nation, yeah. See.
Right. It's read the next precept, brother.
Job 36. This is Job 36 and verse 11. If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath, they cry not when he bindeth them.
Right? So the scripture say, yo, if we obey, read it over back, brother.
If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity.
Right? So if we obey and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we will get a kingdom. Right? We are going to live in peace, so to speak. Right? But if not,
It says, and their years in pleasures. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge.
right? So you flee, you putting away the Most High and talking about Black's Life Matter. Where's the bucket? Where's the power behind it? There's no power behind this Black's Life Matter. Right? So you are going to get destroyed by the sword. Right? Because you have no bucket. Right? It say, what does Black Lives Matter mean? When we say Black Lives Matter, we are broadening the conversation around state violence to include all of the ways in which black people are intentionally left powerless at the hands of the state. We are talking about the ways in which black lives are deprived of our basic human rights and dignity. Right? There is no dignity in having trans in our nation, queer in our nation. Right? There is nothing honorable about that. Right? The nation polluted, so to speak, if you are going to do it that way. Yeah, make the nation polluted. Right? And being powerless is because you don't have the power. And our power of Israel is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So this Black Life Movement is going nowhere. And all the other Black Life Movement. Read the next precept, brother.
2 Chronicles 7:14 says, my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Right? Turn from the wicked ways. Right? You know I preach so much about Black Lives Matter, but yet still you have black killing black. Right? You have Latino against black.
Latino against Latino.
Latino against Latino. With nation a fight against each other. Right? But I talk about Black Lives Matter. Right? You're supposed to look toward the Most High. Right? Put your heart to the Most High. Because the Most High put you in this, so the Most High are going to take you out. Right? I try with no vain way of man. I try to get you out of this. Next precept, brother.
Micah 2:10 Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Right? This is polluted. Right? So there is no way you can want to be powered in this. You can want to have power in this. Right? You can't, there's no place for you in this. Right? Because it's polluted. If you stay in this, you're going to get destroyed. So your goals of a Black Lives Matter or a betterment for black people is vain. Right? You're supposed to want to lift the system. Right? You're supposed to lean on the Most High. You're supposed to lean on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Instead of whining about black people and Black's Life Matter. Right?
And it's a Romans 12:19. It said, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I'll repay, saith the Lord.
Right? So all build up this movement. It's going nowhere. Right? Because the reason we're in this situation is because we disobey the Lord. Right? So you going out there and say, yo, I'm going to start a revolution with Black Panther and Black's Life Matter. It's making no sense.
Trying to deliver on yourself.
You're disobeying the word of the Most High, and by disobeying was the way we reach over here. Right? So it's not about you delivering yourself, it's about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai delivering us. Right? And I said this before I close off. Any rich brother believing in Black Lives Matter, right? You're vain. Right? You're vain if you believe in a Black Lives Matter. And before the Most High take you out of this truth, you're supposed to stop. Stop believing in this bullcrap and lean to your power, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Because they alone can deliver us out of this kingdom. And with that, we want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles again. And shalom to all the brothers and pushing this word in sincerity. Right? To hope this video was edifying. Right? Change the view of some of you brothers with standing out of this truth. Right? To come closer. Right? With that, shalom.